In San Francisco, California, unemployed behavior takes over yet another street. But unfortunately, a car broke down, so for some reason, the EBT tribes decided to torch it. As just because they can't afford shoes, they think they were you from Street Fighter 2. Which made the city look like a literal war zone, as traffic was backed up for blocks. It made it impossible for emergency services to respond on time. As when they finally did, it was far too late. So San Francisco is in trouble, and somehow they think if your city looks like a war zone, maybe Biden will send them billions of taxpayer dollars for relief. But unfortunately, that's not how it works, at least for Americans. Because all these scenes do is make our society look like Elysium levels of dystopia, as the few wealthy elites get to look down from their towers at the peasant class that lives on the surface in their lawless squalor, just trying to block out the sound that is modern-day San Francisco. That's why it's great we have the sponsor for today's video, Raycon. With all the various sets of earbuds in the market, it's amazing that Raycon can give you the same audio quality as those other brands, but at half the price. And they now come in brand new colors and even the special new cases like my favorite, the Yellow Sunset. As I just throw everything inside my gym bags, but the bright Raycon case makes them easy to find. So whenever I'm in the gym, I can just throw them on using their active noise cancellation mode and get right into my workout, blocking out all the outside noise. Especially with the various optimized gel tips, they can fit the widest range of ears perfectly. So support the channel today by clicking the link in the description box below, or go to buyraycon.com/decoyvoice to get 15% off your Raycon purchase plus free shipping. But sadly, San Francisco isn't the only city in California that's subjected to this unemployed nonsense. As all over Los Angeles, they see similar street takeovers that also have begun to take over random residents' homes.
I'd be hella mad if I was in. Oh, I swear to God, if that was my house, I'd be tripping.
That always seem to end up in mass looting scenes, as this time they took over an auto zone.
What can I say? But if they thought it was gonna be hot, well, it is gonna be hot now. Bro got a whole jab.
Where again, local law enforcement was far too late. And then when Fox News finally got there,
he is being booked on felony. Whoa.
He kicked me out the store, dude.
Okay.
So they can't keep the streets, the stores, the news, or even your home safe from these hordes of lawless nonsense, and you'd hope they'd see this and think, okay, maybe we've made a mistake in our decisions to be so soft on crime. Maybe we don't want California to turn into the culture of third world living at first world prices. Nah, as Democrat Governor Gavin Newsom can't stop spending on nonsense that nobody even knows where our billions of dollars go. So he's decided to exacerbate our issues by further defunding the police, public safety programs, and clearing out the prisons to fix the deficit that he caused. As places like UCLA spent $500,000 worth of police resources fighting off 4 days of college protests, only to release the protesters without charges so they can immediately retake the campus.
Where did you guys learn this?
Apparently led by the faculty themselves.
Are you going to participate in the violence here, Professor?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You're staff, right?
Yeah.
And what's happening on these college campuses is just a microcosm of what deep blue cities are doing all across California. As it doesn't matter how many millions you spend on cops to finally enforce the laws, if they fail to actually charge the criminals to face real consequences, it actually just reinforces the fact that authorities can do absolutely nothing to stop them. Then it just continues the vicious cycle of crime rates going up, defunding the police for being ineffective, neutering the little law enforcement left, and then complaining about the crime rates going up again. As I left Los Angeles for this exact reason, third world living at first world prices. as their prized 6th Street Bridge refurbishment that cost the taxpayers over $500 million doesn't even work anymore, as they can't stop the homeless from stealing the copper wiring to fund their amphetamine fixes, and are now turning to stealing fire hydrants, endangering us all just so they can get high one time.
Thieves are turning off the water first and then literally unbolting the fire hydrants and using their vehicles to knock it off and haul it away. And it's not just here. Sheriff deputies told neighbors they've seen the same thing happening in Linwood, where multiple hydrants have been taken there too.
And back to San Francisco, where the police are equally weak. Apparently they can't even fix potholes due to the danger of being in those neighborhoods.
When the day came for workers to show up and repave the roads, they were a no-show.
The project was suspended indefinitely because the contractor felt unsafe performing work in East Oakland and was not going to complete the project until the city of Oakland can guarantee a safe work environment for them.
So no wonder San Francisco turned the tech capital of the world into a ghost town of boarded up buildings, which looks exactly like when I visited Santa Monica recently, where the tourist hotspot that was the 3rd Street Promenade has now become an empty shell of what used to be busier than Disneyland. And as more people flee these cities for Republican states that still believe in law and order, California is apparently taking the desperate measures trying to tax the people that already left. And it's truly sad, as California is a literal paradise, gifted perfect weather with beautiful beaches right next to snowy mountains that attracted all the businesses, entertainment, and food you could ask for. And all the local government had to do is maintain the status quo of safety. But somehow the Democrats decided to protect the takers over the makers. And now when the people that provide all the social programs that continuously fail finally get fed up and take their millions of tax contributions to Texas, it won't solve any of California's issues. It just brings those same brainless idiots to other states to spread the same policies that they're fleeing like the literal disease that it is. As liberal lawlessness isn't exclusive to California, as equally left New York City is now seeing their streets being taken over by immigrants protesting ICE, demanding that we respect their rights. To which New Yorkers are obviously angry.
Yo, I can have a big protest out here too, B. I'm not alone, man. Just move it, yo. Straight up, move it. Nah, don't tell me what to do. I ain't here by myself. Yo, we deep over there. Don't do that.
As apparently 135 of the 680 hotels in the city have now been turned into shelters for their, quote, newcomers, and combine them with the Palestine protesters also taking over the streets, and now even their subway systems, the only people actually getting arrested in their streets are Trump supporters.
Let them go. This is a travesty. This is a justice system. They're going to persecute every one of us. Trump said that it can happen to each and every one of us. And look.
And that's the biggest yikes of it all, as they still know how to enforce the law, but only when it hurts them politically. Newcomers illegally blocking the streets to demand something that's currently illegal, but also happens to be what the Democrats have been recently demanding. By all means, allow them to stop commerce all throughout the city. As we learned during the BLM Summer of Love, doing the Democrats' dirty work is now a protected class. So if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on why Biden looks like an entirely different person on videos posted on the same day.